She called herself a doctor, a professor, a consultant. She said she was here to help PNG women and students succeed. But behind her polished resume was a web of lies. And now she's been charged with 31 counts of human trafficking and debt bondage. Who is this woman? And how did she infiltrate Papua New Guinea's highest institutions without anyone raising the alarm until now? On the morning of June 11th, 2025, a woman steps off a plane from Papua New Guinea, arriving at Brisbane International Airport. She looks ordinary, middle-aged, calm, dressed professionally. But what happened next stunned those who knew her. Waiting for her were Australian federal police officers. She was quietly handcuffed and taken away. Her name? Binta Abubakar. Her charges? Human trafficking, debt bondage, deceptive recruiting. Her victims? At least 15 young Papua New Guineans who believed she was sending them to Australia to study. But instead of classrooms and scholarships, they found themselves on farms, forced to work, wages withheld, trapped under mountains of debt they didn't know they had. The woman behind the mask. Binta Abubakar claimed to hold a PhD. She claimed to be a professor, a consultant, a trainer, a development expert. She was a Nigerian-born dual citizen of Australia and Nigeria, and in PNG, she was everywhere. Head of the business school at PNG University of Technology for a while. Consultant to the office of the Member of Parliament for Port Moresby North East, running COVID-19 awareness programs, leading 280 women's groups in Port Moresby, managing SME loan schemes worth 7 million kina. But who was she really? When Honourable Kessie Sawang, MP for Rye Coast and then Labour Minister, met her in 2023, she smelled something fishy. Binta claimed she was referred by Prime Minister James Marape himself, a name drop that raised eyebrows. Kessie did what almost no one else bothered to do. She Googled her. No trace of a PhD, no published work, no verifiable academic background, just a website listing her as a skills trainer based in Queensland. That was it. The trafficking operation. According to the AFP, Binta ran a trafficking ring under the cover of educational opportunity. Between March 2021 and July 2023, she allegedly brought 15 PNG nationals to Australia, promising them full scholarships, but once they arrived, the dream collapsed. She allegedly made them sign legal documents, some before, some after arrival, listing huge debts they now owed: tuition, airfares, visas, legal fees, insurance. These were never part of the original deal. The debt was crushing. Then she allegedly sent them to work on farms in Queensland, sometimes in breach of their visa conditions. But here's the kicker. She collected the wages directly from the farm owners, and the students, they never saw the money. She kept it, saying it was repayment for their fake debt. This is what's known as debt bondage, a modern form of slavery. And it's illegal under Australian law. The red flags PNG ignored. Her lies weren't hidden, they were just ignored. Back in 2011, she was hired by PNG University of Technology as head of the business school. She was terminated 2 years later. Why? Allegations of fake qualifications and mishandling of funds. In 2016, her company Oshwo Venture PNG Limited signed a deal with the TAFE College in Cairns to train PNG health workers. The program never happened. She's registered under multiple addresses, runs several companies in PNG, and no one really knows how she got into the inner circles of Port Moresby politics. She became the right-hand woman to MP John Cowper in the Moresby North East electorate. She was in charge of millions in MSME loan funds meant for local women. Was anyone watching? Whispers from the community. On Facebook, ordinary Papua New Guineans were sounding the alarm years ago. A 2016 post by Paul Siwi read, "PNG is home to international fugitives and people of questionable character." Others questioned her credentials, her role in managing funds, and her access to high-ranking officials. But time and time again, she slipped through the cracks. Why? Because she played the game perfectly, using buzzwords like empowerment, training and entrepreneurship. She knew how to use the system, the charges, and what comes next. Binta Abubakar is now facing 4 counts of trafficking in persons, maximum 12 years per count. 14 counts of deceptive recruiting for labour, maximum 7 years per count. 13 counts of causing debt bondage, maximum 4 years per count. That's 31 charges in total. She's out on conditional bail, awaiting her next court appearance in September 2025. But this case raises deeper questions for both PNG and Australia. How did she get this far? Who gave her authority and access to funds? And what about the victims? Will they be compensated? Binta Abubakar promised dreams. What she delivered was modern slavery. Her case is not just a crime story, it's a wake-up call for institutions in PNG to verify, not just trust. For young people to ask hard questions before boarding that plane. And for governments to close the loopholes that allowed someone like her to operate unchecked for over a decade. The AFP is now urging anyone who suspects exploitation to come forward. Because human trafficking isn't just a foreign problem, it's happening right here in the Pacific. If you found this story shocking, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more real investigative stories like this one. And if you're in PNG or Australia, share this video to spread awareness. Justice starts with truth.